Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 Manager 2022, where we're just about to go and do the Australian Grand Prix. But before we get into that, quick update on the car situation, because we have now put on the car our new rear wing, which is very nice, isn't it? You know, it's all very nice having a new rear wing. But what does it do to the car, Dave? Well, what it actually does is it now makes us the 10th fastest car in a straight line, which is awesome, which is really, really good, actually. Acceleration is still a bit poor. We do need to do something to work on acceleration, which I think is suspension, which I sort of have just neglected. I mean, I always upgrade it, but I don't really do it that much. But yeah, we've got much better top speed. We are really quick in low speed and high speed corners. Again, medium speed, it's a little bit more work. Our top speed through DRS is also improved, as is medium speed in all of our dirty air cornering is improved as well. We do have a number of research things ongoing on the car which are going to make us incredibly good. If you look here, we've got 4 new parts being designed, all of which are going to help with basically top speed, which is obviously crucial in Formula 1. The side pods are actually going to be done in 2 days, but I don't think we're going to, even when they're ready, I don't think we're going to put them on for race day, because obviously then the drivers won't have the knowledge of the parts, which is something that gives them a bonus. So I think for Australia we're just going to stay as is, and then we're going to upgrade the car for hopefully the next race after Australia, which obviously will be the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which will be the next episode, and we'll go from there. Thank you for all your feedback on previous episodes. Episode 1 got a lot of love, obviously, with the surprise win with Fernando Alonso, but hopefully we can replicate that here. Let's dive into it. We'll be back for qualifying. Okay, so practice done. Good sessions by all, to be honest. 100% confidence for Alonso, 98% confidence for Valtteri Bottas is absolutely lovely. Valtteri's best time is a 118.043. Alonso's 119, but Alonso did top practice 3 because we put him on a few laps with absolute gunning for it, full deployment of everything just to see what the car could do, and it does look like the new rear wing has given us quite a lot of pace, so I'm very excited about that. Let's head into qualifying. Okay, so we're into qualifying. There was rumours of rain is coming, so we want to get out as soon as possible. We are on the soft tyre, so that is all good. Yeah, we're just going to get them out basically straight away because rain's coming, so we're going to go first people, hopefully. Oh, not the first, quite the first one's out, but whoever that is out in front of us, Sonoda is going to put himself in a very good position to get through Q1 here. Hopefully we don't hit too much traffic as Gasly is just doing his warm-up lap. I mean, Bottas has locked up. That's annoying because that's going to be a yellow flag for Alonso as well. I'm hoping, though, that those times Bottas could be in trouble. Valtteri, we're going to have to get you out again. We're going to put you on those same set of tyres, though. Did it affect Alonso? I mean, I think we could probably get both of them out again. So as soon as they're ready to go, which they are. Okay, we're going to go out now because there's a good bit of... I mean, Alonso is safe. So let's go Alonso, then Bottas, and see if we can get that slipstream. Although Bottas did just get out before him. Right, there you go. It's damp now. So in theory, we might as well call the cars in because we didn't quite... Bottas is going to... Bottas could be in danger here. Bottas could be in danger. Lots of people staying out. Yeah, look at these times now. So at the moment, Bottas is going to be safe. But I feel like with the weather, there's going to be a drop-off here where we could get another time in. But, oh no, it's going to be pretty wet all the way through, actually. So just in case he does need to go and set another time, we'll get him ready for a set of intermediates. Alonso is going to be through. Alonso's totally safe. It just depends on... okay, it's changed to full wet. So Bottas really should be fine. Has anyone been setting times on the intermediates? Yes, Stroll and Schumacher have. Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc and Sainz have not set... This is bonkers. This is absolutely bonkers if they've not set times. Because they're not going to go quicker. Short, right, Verstappen is out now. There's Verstappen. I want to see, first off, what tyres is he on? He's on intermediates. Leclerc and Sainz are getting ready with full wet. So Sainz is just starting his... So this is the... So Sainz doesn't go quicker than Bottas, so we're safe. We're totally safe. Verstappen, where did Verstappen... Oh, he's doing his quick lap now, isn't he? So, right, Leclerc still stays out. Verstappen is, at the moment, not getting through to Q2. At the moment, both Red Bulls, Hamilton, and Alpine and Albon are all out. Oh my word, this is dramatic in Q1. The track hasn't improved, so Alonso's definitely safe. Bottas should be safe because no one should go quicker than him on this. I don't know why it's just suddenly slowed down there to show us Carlos Sainz, but all these people are currently doing flying laps, and no one. Okay, Zhou has set a quicker time, but so the rain has stopped, but that shouldn't bother us. It's the end of the session. In theory, no one should improve to be faster than us when they're driving in the wets. There's a few little changes, but Bottas and Alonso both through. Absolute drama. Who got knocked out? So, the Red Bulls snuck through in the wet weather. Oh, they got through. That's really irritating. But both Alfa Romeos are out. Alfa Tauri is out in Albon. The Alpine of Vettel's out, and Schumacher's out in his Williams. Guan Yu Zhou just sneaks through. Wowzers. Well, we get both drivers successfully through. Lovely stuff. At the moment, Lando Norris on provisional tow. We're going to be starting on intermediate, so we're going to go and have a look as soon as we get in what the weather's going to be like. That was a dramatic Q1, really, not from our point of view. Okay, someone is going out very early. I mean, it's going to dry off, so there's no point in setting a time. There's just no point in setting it unless... I've been in this problem before, haven't I, where I've said there's no point in setting a time. We might as well go and set a time on intermediates because it really doesn't matter for the race. The race is going to be sunny, so we're going to let some people go and clear a bit of water off the track. It's only 2 millimeters at the moment. Yeah, small sprinkling of rain. We'll let Russell and Gasly go out. Leclerc's going to go out. I mean, that rain is... That track dampness is coming down a hell of a lot. It needs to be under a millimeter for us to get on the softs. I don't... No, we're going to have plenty of time. Let's get Bottas out, and then we'll send Alonso out after him with a bit of a gap because of the weather conditions. But if we can get a banker time set with intermediate tyres, just in case there is an issue with a yellow flag or something, I think that is the sensible thing to do. And there we go. Bottas and Alonso both get a time on the board, which is good. They will now pull into the pits. We will get them ready for... Sort of feel like we have to go for a brand new set of softs just to get us into Q3. I think that will give us a good position, so get them both ready for a speedy lap, although the rain has just got worse. Now, our weather centre is pretty terrible. Like, it's not up to scratch. It's one of the things I do really want to upgrade. Maybe at the end. Yeah, the weather is pretty changeable. I mean, we've set a good intermediate time in there. No, it's just getting wetter and wetter. It's getting really wet, which suits us because we've got both drivers in the top 10. Yeah, 4 minutes to go. Is it going to come down? It's starting to ease off, but it's not getting into the territory of soft tyre running. Okay, everybody's going back out. We should have enough time to just put another set of inters on because it doesn't really matter. And as soon as they're ready to go like that, we'll send Bottas out. We'll send Alonso out. They'll have plenty of time to get another lap in. Oh, maybe they won't actually. No, they won't. I've ballsed that up. Doesn't matter. I'm expecting our times to still be pretty good. Yeah, absolutely no change in times. We are through, and there's a yellow flag in Sector 1. We're both through to Q3. Excellent. There we go. Bottas in 4th, Alonso in 6th, Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris up there. That McLaren looking very impressive this season so far. And what do we get? It's bright sunshine for Q3. Okay, let's get into Q3. How can the boys do on good weather, good tyres? There's more rain coming again. Right, which means we're going out straight away on a fresh set of soft tyres, which they're already on, so I don't know why I've just told Alonso to change his tyres, but there you go. We're going to send Bottas out, and we're going to send Alonso out as soon as we can, because we want to avoid that rain. Wet weather is predicted, 100% chance of an absolute downpour. So these laps could be absolutely crucial. Daniel Ricciardo coming out to cause a little bit of traffic, but, you know, the new AI does generally get people out of the way. So we set decent times, 2nd and 3rd at the moment, and the rain is here. Oh my word, this could be massive for Aston Martin. This could be absolutely huge, because Daniel Ricciardo has just set a time 3 seconds slower, and this rain ain't going to stop. That track is going to be damp for the whole time, which, again, I think we can just pop on a set of inters, just in case we need to set another time. We could be 2nd and 3rd on the grid. We could be 2nd and 3rd on the grid. Everybody else is setting some dreadful, dreadful times. It's gone to full wets now, people. Full wets. I mean, we might as well just burn a set of wets and get a lap in there. Hopefully no one crashes, but this could be absolutely massive for us. In fact, I don't even give a crap about when we're going out. We might as well just do it now because no one is going to beat those times. We're going to set some times if we can. See what it's like on the wets. It'll get the drivers used to the new car parts as well. The rain has stopped, but it's going to be too late for everyone. As yeah, Alonso doesn't improve. Shocking. Bottas doesn't improve. Shocking. Someone does have a yellow flag. And we are going to be second and third in the Australian Grand Prix because of some wet weather qualifying. Wow. Oh my God. Strategy has never meant so much in a race. We are in such a good position right here in the Australian Grand Prix. Partly cloudy. And our weather centre isn't the best. I think that does need to be improved. But, oh my word. Bottas in second and Alonso in third. Medium to hard. Do we just do a very basic medium to hard strategy? I think we might have to. I mean, let's do... We're going to do quite... Strategy is so important in this race now with our starting position. Okay, so it is quicker if you can drag the mediums out a little bit. So that is slightly quicker because you get the end of the soft. Does that mean a two-stopper? If we went medium, added a new stint, soft... Yeah, see, this is saying doing a two-stopper is, what, 6 seconds quicker? I mean, I'm not entirely convinced by that. If you get a set of hards on, it's 5 seconds quicker to have a very short stint of soft tyres. That seems bonkers. I know Australia isn't the hardest to overtake on, so you can get some good... Yeah, I mean, it is saying if you put a stint of soft tyres in there, it is quicker. It's much, much quicker. But if you then went medium, hard, medium... Look at that. Look at that for speed. 10 seconds quicker. Can you even push? You can't push them. You can probably push the hards. Can you get something better than 11 seconds quicker? Yeah, 11 seconds quicker. I think we found our strategy, people. I think we found... That's the quickest. 11 seconds quicker is that. Slight push, mediums till the end. I think we have to go with our strategy of 11 seconds quicker. I think you have to. And then Bottas, who is the lead driver, weirdly, at the moment... I think we start with this and we go, I just don't like how little tyre there is at the end on the hards. He's saying you get I sort of feel like doing the same strategy for both drivers could be the way to go. Or pushing Bottas out like that, but then you're very susceptible to an undercut. And you literally can't do anything with the tyres because the hards are going to be so close to dying at the end. I think we may have to do a similar strategy for both drivers here. So if we go like that, push... and then get these in line. Yeah, it's right there, 11 seconds. So I think we have to. I think that's what we have to do. That makes sense, right? Just so that I don't get mixed up in terms of strategies. It's saying it's 11 seconds quicker to do a two-stop. We'll put an extra, well, as much fuel as we can in the car. It's only an extra, what is it? An extra like 0.3 of a kilo. So we might as well do that. It's not going to weigh us down too much. Fuel usage push. We'll go into... overtake, I think, to start because we're right at the front. We actually don't need to deploy, I don't think, so we're going to be in a very good position. If we can get Leclerc off the start line, this is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I think, have I left it too late to install? No, I haven't. We can put... I thought I would have had to have done this before qualifying, but obviously not. We'll get some of our race components in the car. Yeah, I thought you couldn't change engine components after qualifying, but okay. Hopefully we don't come up with some weird grid penalties here. But right, I think we're all good to go. Medium, hard, medium strategy for both drivers. At the moment, they are on... Oh, they're not quite identical, which is good. Right, into the race we go then. Here we are then. Australian Grand Prix. Aston Martin sitting second and third on the grid is absolutely bonkers. And, well, Valtteri Bottas is going to have the inside line onto the first corner. Doesn't quite make it stick, though. Let's go on board with... Oh, Alonso has got past Valtteri Bottas early on. And he's going to go for a move on Charles Leclerc. Can he get the lead of the race straight away? He's got the inside. He needs to get this done and then get over. And he does. I think he's going to hold Leclerc off. Come on, Fernando.
That's it.
Go on, Fernando. In fact, we're going to get you to deploy because I want you to deploy on every single corner. In fact, if we can get both drivers past Leclerc...
Copy.
This could be where Alonso's aggressive nature gets him past. Although Valtteri's going for it as well. The Ferrari really looking like it's struggling. And both Aston Martin drivers are going to be into P1 and P2. at the start of this race, potentially. This is the high-speed cornering. This is where we should see our new upgrades coming in. And Valtos is going to have the inside track there. That Ferrari is just holding on. Come on, Valtteri. You're going to have the inside corners coming up. Come on. Yes, lovely stuff. Right, we've got a 1-2 with Aston Martin ahead of Leclerc and Ricciardo. Now, what I think we need to do is actually keep these both on deploy, really push for the pace, get away as quick as we can, if possible, from the Ferraris and try and break that 1 second gap to Leclerc, and then we can have a DRS train between ourselves to pull us along. We're basically setting hot laps here in as if it was a qualifying session. I don't want to go on to attack because we know we've got to manage the tyres, but what a start from Aston Martin. Both drivers up to P1 and P2. I don't think we're going to have the natural pace to pull away from Leclerc as I'd like, but this is absolutely crazy. Fernando Alonso leading from Valtteri Bottas in Australia after a mental Q1 session in the rain and Q2. We put ourselves second and third on the grid, and look what has happened here. We are half a second ahead of Charles Leclerc. Can these guys make this happen? Deploying all the battery, pushing on the fuel. We need to break that 1 second before the third lap starts, before DRS kicks in. It's so close. It's so close to doing it. 0.676. If we can just accelerate out of these corners. I'm sort of going to say don't battle with teammate. Don't fight teammate at the moment. Just sit behind him nicely. So Bottas is in second, and therefore the slipstream of Alonso should pull him along. Bottas is setting the fastest lap at the moment because he's got the slipstream, and we're over a second ahead of Charles Leclerc, which is absolutely awesome, which means we can start using strategy to harvest up. Come on, guys, keep pushing because DRS is open on this lap. Just keep on going, keep on pushing. Right, so we know that Bottas is going to get that DRS off Alonso, so we can drop him down. We may have to put Bottas in front and have a quick just change of tactic here. I've never been in this position. We've never had a 1-2 before, where we've got a plan about what to do in terms of leading a Grand Prix. How mental is this? This is absolutely amazing. Right, you're going to harvest up. Right, let's get on board. I've got to do this on board, I feel. Right, Bottas, you're no longer going to say don't fight teammate. We want to get a change here so that we can pull away from Leclerc and see if we can get this done. So you go into neutral. Alonso's going to harvest. This DRS zone would be lovely to have a pass if we can. Bottas, again, aggression is low, so he may not go for it. He's trying to have a little look. That's okay. We'll let them race for a little bit. We didn't quite get the lead I wanted. I think it's because we just had to take it a little bit easier. But I think everyone else will be doing a one-stop. So we do need to get out here. Yeah, this is... I don't want to just say let him pass. But go on, Bottas. This is where we need you to get past because Alonso's harvesting. Okay, good. Right. So Alonso is now right behind Bottas. And we can tell him to no longer drive in the clear air, which we've done, which is good. So now, Alonso harvesting up, we need him to sit behind Valtteri and just make that work. But we need Valtteri to pull us along a little bit quicker, which hopefully will happen. But this is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Alonso's losing a bit of pace, so let's get him into neutral. Now we get Valtteri to harvest up a little bit. This is crazy. This is 1-2 in Australia. Or, I mean, we could just let Valtteri go. He had so much more pace in that section there. But as long as Alonso can stay in the DRS, he'll pull us all along. He'll pull everyone else along as well, but... oh my god, what a start. Okay, so we're on lap 10. We're still 1-2. Bottas going around the outside of Alonso. I wouldn't mind them having a quick little change of place here. We are trying to harvest up with both drivers just to get some more battery in. So Alonso may get the lead here. Whilst we're too wide, there's obviously a risk of... collision, but Leclerc can't get past, so that's totally fine with me. We're going to pop Alonso back into harvest. But yeah, we're managing this reasonably well. Leclerc has fought with Bottas a couple of times, but overall, we're 1-2 and charging up our batteries. We've just got to make sure that when we get to the DRS zones, we're in a good position to defend. Now, this is going to be the ultimate sort of strategy thing to see if this two-stop is better. It's going to be very interesting to see how this works. Obviously, we're going to come out in a lot of traffic when we pit. And we've committed to this strategy because we're pushing the tyres a little bit more than probably what Leclerc and everyone else is doing. Yeah, I'd suggest they're all doing the one stop, which could work really in favour for them. Right, let's just get Bottas to see if he can get this done. I don't think he's going to get it done on this bit. But as he comes around here and gets another DRS, he may make this work. Let's put Alonso into harvest. We'll get both of them to harvest up in this next section. There we go. Yeah, I don't mind that switch of position. Bottas can have a go taking the lead. That's fine. That's I'm not against that at all. So Alonso can now go into neutral. We'll keep Bottas harvesting out in front. In fact, do that the other way around. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Because Bottas is going to give Alonso the DRS. We can also tell him to stop driving in clean air. But yeah, a lot of micromanagement going on. So it's very interesting. Very, very interesting to see how to manage this. What I wanted to get to the point of is having as much battery as possible so that we can try and do some really quick laps and pull away. Ideally, that's what we want. I mean, because Leclerc is still hanging on. But yeah, whilst we've got both drivers in a 1 and 2, I mean, a safety car, as much as it would screw us over because the whole pack would bunch up, it would allow us to maybe change our strategy to a one-stop. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. But you can see Alonso sitting behind Valtteri now is pretty good. I sort of do want to get both of them harvesting up. So let's, again, we're going to do the switch probably under DRS. I imagine that's going to happen. Not on this straight, but it will be on the next straight. And if we can manage that and get them sort of interchanging what they're doing, then all good. So Alonso will drive in clean air. Can he get this done? He is using his DRS around the outside pretty well. And I think we're going to have a good amount of battery to try and push away in a minute. So we're going to deploy and see what we can do, because our pit window is coming up, so we do need to try and put a gap between us and in fact, Bottas, you sit on neutral. We sort of want Alonso to get in the lead here, but they're battling. It's good to see two Aston Martins battling at the front of the Grand Prix. It's really, really good to see, to be honest. Yeah, Alonso just using his extra energy is now going to pull Valtteri Bottas along. So if we now go on board with Valtteri, who's still battling, bloody hell, the DRS will get him into the lead there. So Valtteri now takes over. He's going to be the one trying to set the pace and see if he can pull away. Ideally, you'd want Alonso out first because he's going to pit first. But so yeah, so again, along this DRS zone, I wonder if Alonso is going to be able to have enough about him to make this move. It doesn't look like it just yet. Doesn't look like it. But we're also not pulling away from Charles Leclerc, which is a little bit irritating. Although he's now battling with Verstappen behind us. Oh, it's like crazy battles going on in here. Do we have anyone on drive on clean air? No, good. Let's leave it as it is for now. Trying to get Valtteri to pull us away, but it's not really working. So let's see if we can give Fernando Alonso a chance out in front. We have got a bit of fuel to play with as well if we need to. But at the moment, both drivers doing a great job. It's just going to all come down to strategy. As I said, Australia's not that... It's not the easiest track to pass on, but you can get overtakes done here pretty convincingly. We'll put them both onto neutral for now. In fact, let's get Bottas to... No, because he's not going to get any DRS. So let's get Alonso past in this DRS zone. Let's see if Alonso can make something happen. He might not get this done here. He's not going to. He's going to sit behind him. And both drivers... Yeah, I mean, Charles Leclerc's battle seems to be having a little bit of an effect on him. I just sort of feel like, yeah, in a minute we're going to have to... Let's get them both when we start this new lap. So Alonso will go past, which is fine. That's good. The DRS is huge in terms of pulling other cars along. Right, let's push our fuel a little bit as well. We've got that extra fuel. Let's use it. Let's see what we can do. We'll go back on board with Bottas, who's now battling with Fernando Alonso. We'll charge his battery up a little bit. The DRS zone isn't coming up yet, so there won't be too much power for Leclerc. Let's get you back into neutrals. You've got a little bit around that. Yeah, so Alonso's pitting in 2 laps. I'm sort of thinking we could absolutely honk it with Alonso Yeah, because he's not... Well, it's going to be a lap after this, isn't it? This lap's nearly done. So if Alonso can pull... Yeah, because our tyres are actually doing much better with both drivers. So yeah, let's go for this. Let's go for this. Let's see what Alonso can do when he's doing a full... Basically a qualifying lap. No, Valtteri, stay behind him. For a little bit. Just stay behind him. Get pulled along by Alonso still while he's going really quickly. If this works, it'll be brilliant. Put you into neutral from here. And then we'll get you to rinse your battery and just kill that coming around this final corner. I sort of feel like this could work because Bottas is going to get the DRS. It's going to pull him closer to Alonso. It's allowing Valtteri to get pulled along and save some things here. I know it's going to be pulling Leclerc along with us as well. But yeah, in my mind, I feel like this is the right thing to do. As long as Bottas can stay with Alonso... We're going to be in a great position once Alonso pits to then have Bottas really, really push. We've just got to keep an eye to make sure that Bottas doesn't lose that 1 second. He shouldn't do. He definitely shouldn't do. And Alonso should be setting purple times for the fastest lap as well. So there's me saying I want to make these videos shorter. Absolutely no chance with this. Bottas is just struggling to keep up with him now. So we'll start pushing Valtteri, who's done a lot of harvesting. Leclerc, because Leclerc's going to get the DRS, so we just need to make sure that that isn't lost and we pull this along. But Fernando Alonso doing a fantastic job leading this Grand Prix. I feel like if we really wanted to, we could push Alonso. We could have pushed Alonso a lot earlier on in the race and got him significantly further out in front. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So Valtteri now may be in a position to actually overtake Alonso, who is going to be coming into pit. Oh, so Verstappen, Ricciardo, Norris, all into pit. So this is where we need to push both drivers. So open pit options, you're going to come in for... Oh my god, our strategy is fucked because we haven't got 2 sets of mediums. Oh no, you're coming in for the hards. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I was getting wrong. I was messing myself up there, wasn't I? So, right, so now what we want is Valtteri to take Alonso round with him while we're charging up Alonso. Valtteri, we'll put you on attack as well, which is good. Yeah, right. So, Alonso now, we need to get pulled around by... I mean, Charles Leclerc, just bugger off, mate. Just bugger off. So, Alonso's pitting, so let's get him on deploy as well. Let's harvest him up so that we can do a fast lap on his new tyres. Alonso's getting left behind here by Valtteri. Valtteri's putting in some stonking times at the moment. I mean, we've got a bit of a concern here that Alonso's going to be, yeah, left behind. Let's make sure we keep our fuel intact, though. So, there we go. So, that little bit of deploy has got us in back into the DRS, which is going to pull us along in this next zone, which is awesome. Right. So, Alonso will be coming into pit, and then it's just a case of hoping our strategy is going to work totally fine. So, when Alonso's in the pits, I know we normally watch his pit stop, but we're going to manage Valtteri and see if we can get Valtteri miles ahead of Leclerc. I think that 1 second is going to break. So Alonso comes into the pit. Bottas is going to carry on going. I think we really push him because he has over a second. Oh, he did have over a second to Charles Leclerc. You're going to come in for hard tyres as well, and you absolutely push it on this lap. It looked like a decent stop for Fernando, which is good. So Alonso looks like he's going to come out. If he comes out in front of Verstappen, that would be absolutely amazing. And I think he may have done. He has come out in front of Verstappen, which is very, very good. Balance that. We'll get you onto the aggressiveness with the hard tyre. Leclerc's DRS is still keeping him with Valtteri Bottas. I think we're both going to pit at the same time. So it's just around if we can... Although, have they pitted signs yet? No, they haven't. And the AI really doesn't like to double stack. So we're going to push Bottas's fuel just a little bit. He's coming in to go onto the hard tyre. Alonso is 6 seconds off Hamilton. So we might have to ask him to push. Has Hamilton pitted yet? No. All these people in front haven't pitted. So I think if the strategy works, we're going to be in a great position to do this. Bottas coming around the final few corners before he comes into pit. He's done an outstanding job out front as well. It's just going to come down to strategy, isn't it? It's just going to come down to strategy here. So we'll watch Bottas's pits as Alonso. So he's obviously going to lose places. He should come out behind Fernando Alonso. That is what we want to happen here. Or in front of him. Either way. But where is he going to come out? It, again, looks like a good stop. Valtteri onto the hard tyres. Bottas is going to come out near Alonso. There's Alonso there. So Bottas is, I think, still technically in the lead of this race with what he's been doing and how he's been doing it. So now what we want to do is get Alonso right behind Valtteri Bottas and then get Bottas to pull him along, which he is right there anyway, so we don't really need to do that. So we need... Right, I've got to think about this. Bottas is going to give Alonso the DRS, and then I think we need Alonso to get front because he's got more battery. But at the moment, it's good because we've got clean air in front of us, which means Bottas should put in some decent laps again. It's just going to come down to our strategy. That is what it's going to come down to. We just have to keep an eye on when Leclerc, Sainz, Russell, Gasly pit. And then when they pit is when we need to push really, really hard. So what we could do actually with Alonso is just get him to harvest up his energy whilst Bottas is sort of pulling us along. That's the power of DRS. Look how quickly that's pulled us in to Valtteri Bottas there. And then if we can get a little switcheroo done on the home straight, which is just coming up, then we can try and pull away from Sebastian Vettel, who is holding up Max Verstappen behind him. So right now, it would be very nice if Alonso can get this move done. We then harvest up Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, nice. Good. Oh, yeah, it should still happen round here. You set you to harvest as well, although you've got the DRS. So we just need to make sure that Bottas stays with us and gets some of that slipstream. We'll then put... Well, in the next DRS zone, we'll just conserve a little bit of fuel. Vettel holding up Verstappen is absolutely lovely. Yeah, just need to keep an eye on the front runners to see when they come into pit, because that's when we're going to have to push to hopefully get this strategy to work. Tyres are overheating a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on that. Right, you can go into conserve now because you're getting pulled along. We'll pop Alonso into neutral. And hopefully some DRS jumping will allow us to charge our battery and pull away from the cars behind, as you can see there. Valtteri really getting up close behind Alonso, but that's fine. The slipstream is pretty good. Our dirty air driving is good. Just want to make sure we've got no driving clean air on here. Awesome. We are in what is, I think, a pretty good position. As Sainz and Leclerc both stay out again, I feel like this is playing into our hands a little bit here. So, Alonso harvest. You go into neutral because you should get this done on this start-finish straight again. Verstappen is right behind us getting our DRS now. So I think once Bottas gets this done, if he gets it done, we're just going to tell both drivers to get into deploy and try and pull away from Max Verstappen. And we'll see what's going to happen here, because it's basically asking both drivers to battle. But hopefully... Yeah, hopefully we can pull away from Max Verstappen with both of them using DRS. We'll just have to manage it in terms of driving clean air and that sort of stuff. Although Bottas really hasn't got too much battery left. So we'll drop that into neutral. We're in a good position. We're in a good position. That's what it feels like. We've caught these drivers in front. Again, if they pit this lap, we're going to get both drivers to absolutely gun it and then go from there. Because we need to make as much difference in that time when they pit. If they're doing a one-stop, we really need to make it work for the strategy. So we really need to push at the right time. So Verstappen is just behind us. We are still sitting behind Valtteri Bottas, who leads this race. Oh, he's done very well with his fuel, getting that back in line. So again, Sainz and Leclerc stay out again. So they are committing to a one-stop. So we're basically going to be catching up a pack of cars that they're just behind. So right, Bottas can go into neutral. And then I think we just let these guys jump each other naturally with DRS, hopefully. There goes Alonso. As long as Verstappen doesn't jump, it's fine. Because Bottas should then get the DRS down here. Oh no, Alonso keeps it from that stint, doesn't he? So, yeah, Verstappen probably will get... Okay, Verstappen may be in the lead of the race. Verstappen is probably the favourite to win this race, by the way. He's doing a one-stop, and he's in a very good position. But again, even if he gets past us... If he gets past Alonso, we try and stick with Verstappen's pace and get him to pull us along, and we can charge up our batteries in that DRS. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So Verstappen is having a go at Alonso down the start-finish straight. We're catching up to the group in front as well, which means that that was a massive corner cut there from Max Verstappen, but it means that we hopefully can follow Verstappen through and use his pace to get us through this traffic, which would be absolutely amazing. I don't mind Bottas overtaking Alonso, that's not a problem, but I still think we're in a decent position here. It's just, when are these Ferraris going to pit? Ferrari, Sainz and Russell, we need to see when they're going to pit, and that's when we need to pounce. So what we could do as well is potentially ease off our tyres a little bit. Let Max Verstappen, yeah, I think we're going to do that. Ease off our tyres a little bit. Let Max Verstappen drive us through. Again, we're not anywhere near the tyre where we expected. I'm just wondering if we could we make this last till the end? No, I don't think so. I think we've committed to the strategy now. So, yeah, as long as we stay... Oh, Leclerc pits. Right, Leclerc is in and Russell is in. So, in theory, Max, we need you to push really, really hard and get us through. So let's get our tyres back on to a little bit more aggressive nature. I think we'll push the fuel as well. We know we can recover that quite easily. Let's go into overtake mode with both drivers. There's lots of people coming to pit, so this is where we need to make hay while the sun shines. It's absolutely bonkers up there as Bottas sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And we need to clear this traffic like Verstappen has, Bottas. You need to clear this traffic with Max Verstappen as quickly as you possibly can. Alonso, we can't afford you to get stuck behind, mate. You're going to have to... Oh, that's Bottas. Stay in overtake. Alonso, you're going to have to deploy and just clear this traffic, because Bottas is pretty much getting it done and staying with Max Verstappen. And that is crucial, that we stay with Max Verstappen. It's absolutely crucial. And Alonso, come on. I don't really want to manage you by saying driving clean air, but I think we're going to have to tell you to do that to get past Alex Albon. And then we'll have a look at doing it with Bottas as well. So Alonso should get this done pretty easily on this corner here. Does. Good. Bottas's battery is now absolutely empty. We'll get you both down to neutral as Bottas is going for the move on his old teammate Hamilton. Can't quite get it done. Come on, Valtteri. Go on, Valtteri. Yes, right, you're through. Alonso, can you get through as well? Surely Hamilton comes into pit. No, he doesn't. You've not got anything left, have you? So Sainz is into pit. So Verstappen goes into P2. Bottas into P3. Alonso really needs to clear. He really needs to clear Hamilton here. So we're going to get him to drive in clean air. We're going to get him to push with what little battery he's got. It's not really going to work for him, is it? Hamilton's defending that really well. We'll leave him in neutral. We just can't let Verstappen go. Bottas has to stay with Max Verstappen, basically. Bottas is... They're on a similar tyre wear. Maybe Verstappen is doing a two-stop. I don't know. It's very interesting, actually. Alonso's knackering his tyres out a little bit more than Bottas. But... Come on, Alonso. Get past Lewis Hamilton. He turned us down, remember? He turned us down. Because you can see Alonso is slowly losing the gap to Valtteri in front. Right, there we go. Done. That should be that pass done there. We'll get you back onto balance so that we keep our fuel intact. What's going on up here? Bottas fighting with Max Verstappen. I mean, we do need to get these... If Max is doing a one-stop, we do need to get past him. I'm realising I'm talking... There's no way this is going to be a shorter video. We need to get Alonso back into the DRS and pushing hard. Hamilton stays out. He still doesn't pit. Right. I think we're in a position now where we need both drivers to be. And hopefully we can pass Max Verstappen relatively easily. But yeah, right. I need to do some non-commentary because this video is going to be absolutely massive. Okay, so Verstappen has passed Perez. He's passed his teammate. And now we're still getting the pull here, and we've been harvesting our battery for absolutely ages, so DRS is keeping us in this. I don't think Verstappen is going to be able to pull away from Perez, although he's on much worse tyres. I don't think he's going to be able to pull away from him to get out of DRS, so as long as we stay in Perez's DRS and we're charging up our battery, and we're going to have loads of battery at some point in this race, Perez is doing mediums to hards to mediums. Verstappen, he might go to the end. Leclerc and Sainz are definitely going to the end. Hamilton has still got a pit. Vettel's still got a pit. Our 2-stop might work here. The 2-stop we've planned. Obviously, at one point we were 1 and 2 in this, but I think for Aston Martin, as much as our car is improving, I still think it's a little bit fanciful to think that we're good enough to be 1 and 2 at this stage in the series. But we'll have to see how it's progressing. But yeah, look at this battery charge we're doing just by getting pulled along by the Red Bulls. It's absolutely glorious. Right, ERS is fully charged with both drivers, so now it's just a case of picking when we want to try and make the move on Sergio Perez. See if Bottas can come around with us, but we have to sort of commit to this. Once we go past Perez, we also then have to commit to go past Verstappen as well, very quickly. So we're in a decent position to get this done. I think what we're going to go for is potentially on the next smaller DRS. No, we're going to wait till the start-finish straight. That's the sensible place to do this. No need to rush it. We're still harvesting up. We're not deploying really much battery at all. We can put them into neutral just to make sure they're in an okay position as they come around these corners. But generally, yeah, I'm very happy with how the race is going so far and where we've been positioned. Ricciardo's hanging on to us. Leclerc is still there as well. But I think, yeah, as we come out here, we'll go into overtake with Alonso. Bottas might be able to get it done as well. We'll see what he can do. We'll have a view from Bottas. Alonso, I mean, Bottas has just absolutely sent that. Bottas has absolutely sent that. So you get in clean air and see if you can get Perez again. Alonso is now on the inside. Oh, that was Alonso. It's confusing when you've got two drivers in a similar position. Right, we didn't quite get that done. So what we've done now is just made our drivers battle each other, which isn't very helpful. But I think we have to commit. We're going to have to commit in a minute to get this done on Sergio Perez. Maybe by using deploy. I think if we do it now, yeah, we're going to go for this. Bottas deploy, Alonso deploy. We're on board with Fernando Alonso at the moment. So when we come through here, right, get in clean air to see if we can get Sergio Perez on this bit.
Okay.
Not sure we're going to, but we may get it because of how we've set the deploy. Don't need to drive in clean air at the moment, because we're going to come around these last few corners and then we're going to absolutely gun it. We'll see what... Oh, Perez is pitting. Yes, everyone go. Bottas is still pushing it a lot, driving clean air. I mean, both of these, I mean, we cannot let Verstappen go. Alonso has lost a second to Verstappen. So we need to make sure we get that back. Right, don't bother driving in clean air. Use your slipstream, because we need to make sure that we keep pace with Verstappen here. We need to do everything we can. If we can get in front of him, even better as well, because this is where we need to push. Perez, Hamilton, Vettel, Hauger and Schumacher all into pit. So Alonso is right on Verstappen's tail. We can see it just here. He should get this move done pretty easily with DRS and the deployment that we're doing. So we'll drop him back into neutral. No, let's just let him go. You go, Fernando. You do you, mate. You do you, because you've got a pit window coming up soon. Bottas, we now need to manually manage you past Verstappen as well, ideally. So right, Bottas, what have you got left in your locker? Let's put you into overtake. New fastest lap for Alonso. Oh, this is tense, man. This is awesome. Right, we have Valtteri Bottas right on the back of Max Verstappen. Fernando Alonso doing some wonderful defensive driving at the moment. Yeah, this is... we're in a great position as long as our strategy works. That's what I'm really worried about now. Anyone doing the one-stopper is going to get a slightly bit of an advantage on us. We've got both drivers coming into pit at the same time as well, which isn't ideal. I think Bottas, we're going to have to extend you by 1. It says there's no change to time. Yeah, let's extend you out by 1. Just like that, just to make sure that we're not double stacking, which is obviously what we want. And Alonso is in the lead. Well, he has been in the lead, but the problem we need is we need Bottas behind him so that then we can push both drivers and get him past. So Alonso, yeah, come on, Valtteri, we really need you. We really need you to push hard and get this done on the old overtake round Verstappen. It's all on you, Valtteri. It's all on you. Come on. Prove Toto Wolff he was wrong not to give you a new contract all those years ago. Come on. Come on. Alonso, go into harvest just around these corners. Just so that we can hold Verstappen up potentially. Right, into neutral. Bottas driving clean air as you come round here. You've got nothing left, Valtteri. You've got nothing left in your battery. Alonso's doing such a good job defensively. Like, he might lose the position now, but he was doing such a good job to hold Verstappen up. And now, can we sit behind... But no, we can't do it there, can we? Because Verstappen gets the extra DRS. But we should be able to just sit behind him now on harvest. Get both of us to try and harvest up again. Leclerc has caught us up, which is a little bit irritating because he's doing the one stop. But Leclerc may now be favourite to win this race. Sector 1, competitor crash. Is it a yellow flag? It's just the yellow flag. It's a shame it's not Max Verstappen. That would have been lovely, to be honest. But, right, we've done a little bit of charging up. It was Zhou has crashed on turn 2. Wow, okay. Nothing there. Lock up in a crash, judging by our race engineers informing us what's going on. But, right, let's see. Max Verstappen is pulling away, which is a bit of a concern. Can we... I don't really want to rinse our battery. We probably could push the tyres harder, though, for both drivers. I'm worried that Bottas will spin out pushing his hard tyres that hard. But, yeah, in fact, we'll leave you on standard. I think Verstappen is potentially going to be... He shouldn't be out of sight. This DRS zone should pull us really close. Which is fine, yeah? And then we harvest up. So, right, here we go. Oh, ultimate pit lap. On to the mediums for Fernando. We're sticking to this strategy as best we can. And hopefully, give him some charge. And then when he comes out of the pits, we absolutely gun it as Zhou goes into pit. Obviously getting a new front wing. We're trying to leave Leclerc behind, but he's got past Valtteri Bottas.
What happened there?
What happened there, mate? He's overtaken you. That's all it is. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. Keep pushing. Keep doing well. But Bottas, you just need to make sure you hold on to Leclerc for that lap. So we'll take you off that. Oh, this is intense, man. This is intense. Okay, Leclerc battling really hard with Alonso. He's actually got round him because we've been harvesting up. But Alonso's pitting this lap. It's going to be... we actually need to come out basically in front of Perez. Around Perez. Because if all these other people are going to pit, that's when it's going to matter. So, right, Bottas, you're pitting in this lap as well. So why don't you absolutely gun it as best you can. Pit options, new set of mediums. And we have a set of softs left over if we need them. Alonso coming out of the pit lane. It's going to be close to Perez. Perez has just gone past him. So not too bad a position there for Fernando Alonso. On fresh medium tyres, what can he do in this situation? Right, we need to, first off, we need to get you up to the back of Perez. That's our first objective there. And, yeah, get that done. We need to close that, 4-second gap to Perez pretty swiftly. Bottas, you're not holding on, are you? Your tyres are gone, so let's just get you ready for your pit stop as well. But yeah, fresh mediums, Alonso in 10th. He should catch this group in front of him relatively simply. Perez is on the mediums as well. Bottas is now being overtaken by Carlos Sainz. So, yeah, not ideal for him. But we're going to push him as soon as he comes out. So, yeah, again, Bottas needs to come out around Fernando Alonso. That's what needs to happen here. Fernando Alonso is the one. We know that the tyre wear actually has been reasonably good, so I think we might be able to go aggressive on these tyres for quite a good part of this race. Put you into neutral.
Okay, copy.
Bottas is pitting. He's coming out. Gasly is past. Perez will get past as well. Where is he going to be in relation to Alonso? Okay, we could get a DRS pull here from Fernando Alonso, which would be lovely if we can DRS our way into Sergio Perez. That would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? But, okay. As long as the strategy works, it said it was 10 seconds quicker. If we can make up that 10 seconds, we will be 5th and 6th. Oh, amazing. No, we're 17 seconds off, so it'll put us maybe 5th. But again, that's good points, even though we were qualifying 2 and 3. But yeah, we just need to make sure we get this done. Right, Valtteri, you need to deploy, you need to push, and you need to get back behind Fernando Alonso so that we can DRS our way into Sergio Perez, to be honest. So don't save anything. Push, push, push. Wow. Okay, Verstappen has pitted. Verstappen has pitted. Is this going to work for us? What's Verstappen coming? He's going on to mediums. He's doing the same strategy as us. I was wondering if he might go for softs. Is Alonso going to be in the position here? I don't think he is. Is Verstappen going to... Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be very close. There's Max Verstappen. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Oh, he's nearly hit him. But he has. He should have the pace off this corner. Come on, Fernando. Bottas is back in this battle as well. So we're back to where we were with Max Verstappen. So again, if Verstappen can pull us along a little bit, I have no qualms about that whatsoever if we can harvest up our battery. If Verstappen can cut through these people, that's absolutely amazing. That is and if we overtake him whilst harvesting with DRS, I really don't mind. So, okay, it's basically our strategies versus the one-stoppers because Verstappen's done the same as us. Is anybody else going to pit? I mean, Norris, Gasly, Russell. There's 18 laps left. They probably can get them through to the end, and Perez is on used mediums as well. So yeah, let's see how this works out. As long as Verstappen doesn't pull away from us, we should be okay. Ricciardo comes into pit as well. There's a lot to happen still in this race, I think. Okay, so the plan's working a treat. Verstappen's pace, Alonso's pace, Bottas's pace has pulled us into this next group of Gasly and Perez. It's just a case of getting past them and making those moves done relatively quickly. Alonso setting the fastest lap in the process. We did use a little bit of battery to try and keep up with Max Verstappen as he started to pull away. But these guys are like 8 seconds. Russell to Perez is 8 seconds. Russell to Leclerc is 8 seconds. So I don't know if we're going to have enough pace to catch them. But because we're pushing our tyres a lot harder than Verstappen, who obviously pitted after us as well. So yeah, it could be disappointing starting second and third. Maybe we should have gone for a one-stopper as soon as we realised that. But I feel like the natural pace of the Red Bull probably would have got us anyway, and the Ferrari. But yeah, I mean, we're in this pack. We're being pulled along, and we are battling. It's just we got to clear these guys as soon as basically Max Verstappen does. That's the key. And whether we've got that pace, I'm not too sure. But if we can stay with Max, then we'll go with a lap of taking something off our tyres so that we've got a bit more power towards the end. But yeah, this is the problem now, is that Gasly's also going to be in this DRS train. So we're going to have to push something to make this work. And we've got to make sure we're keeping an eye on fuel as well for both drivers.
Okay.
But I'm hoping our medium tyres, it's 59 to 50%. So they're fresher tyres, they're quicker tyres, should get us through. It'll be interesting to see. Let's have a look at lap history. So Alonso a 121, that was. Leclerc 121.5, 121.09. So we're lapping about half a second quicker than the leaders. 10 laps to go, 10 seconds. It's gonna be a bit of a push, I feel like, and we need to clear bloody Pierre Gasly as quickly as possible. Can we please get this done so that we don't lose Max Verstappen? Come on. Get this done. And then we get Bottas past him as well. Because at the moment, it's actually... Is that Perez holding everybody up? I think it is. Perez holding everybody up. So...
Copy.
Come on, Alonso. You need to get this done, mate. You need to get past this pesky AlphaTauri as soon as possible so that we can have the DRS train. Okay, there's a lot of space back to Ricciardo. So, yeah, Gasly... Russell is just there. They're battling up front. So it's going to open up for us. Maybe we use this as an opportunity to just be pulled along for our tyres. Again, a safety car now. Everyone goes on to fresh softs. Could be really interesting for the end of the race. But, yeah, it's a huge train of cars behind Russell. It's literally this Perez, Russell, Verstappen battling situation is holding everybody up in front of us, and it is irritating. So we're just going to harvest up round these corners so that we don't deploy too much. And then as we come round here, we're going to overtake with both. Well, Alonso is in the better position, so driving clean air. Come on. Come on, that's why I prefer deploy. I swear deploy, it gives you that much of a better boost to start. We're going to see if we can get it done on this bit here as Bottas loses his battery. I think Alonso's going to deploy all of his. Coming around here, need to get this move done, Fernando. Come on. Gasly's holding us up. Verstappen, I don't think, yeah, the one stop of the Ferraris. For once, Ferrari have actually got a strategy right, which is bizarre, isn't it? But yeah, if we can get 5th and 6th, which I think we can if we can get past Gasly, Gasly's just being a bit of an arse. We could potentially push the tyres a bit more with 6 laps to go, but we are under our limit already, so we'll stay like this. We could harvest up a little bit, but shall we have a look at clean air? No, stick for the slipstream. Get behind him and stick for the slipstream for now. I mean, Verstappen will pull this group along. I just don't think he can make up 7 seconds. I think that's the issue at the moment. Right, harvest up, harvest up. Let's see if we can get some battery for an attack in a couple of laps. Right, so the issue we've got now is that Russell and Gasly are dropping off that pace. So we really do need to make something work here. We're going to get both drivers to just absolutely gun it because we have to. We've got a little bit of fuel with Alonso, not much with Valtteri. But we're going to have to get these moves done because the Red Bulls are pulling away and they may have the pace to catch. So come on, Alonso. What's Bottas doing? He's a bit further back. Come on, Alonso. It's that DRS from Gasly. We need to get past Russell as quickly as we can.
4 more laps. 4 more laps.
4 laps to go. Valtteri's knackering his battery. Right, harvest up here. Don't need to try and make the move here. We've got the next DRS. I'm sort of thinking if we can just get Alonso past. Look at that. Russell's really slow. Russell's really holding everyone up here. As soon as you lose that DRS, it's absolutely brutal. And if we can clear both these drivers, we might get them both because Russell's not going to have DRS. So the DRS will pull us along here, and then the next DRS zone we may overtake them both. But we'll have to wait and see. I've just got to keep an eye on fuel. I've got to remember that. I know that's normally where I fall down, isn't it, with fuel? We've had a few races where we don't cross the finish line because I've run out of fuel. So not yet. Keep harvesting up. Bottas is hanging on to us as well, so that's okay. We can get him to harvest. He seems to slow down a lot when he's on harvest. Does old Valtteri. So right, deploy what you got. Let's push the tyres. Russell should be a sitting duck for Gasly here. He should get that done. You get a lot of charge in the battery here, and then on this next one, right, driving clean air. Can you get this done?
3 more laps.
Can you get this done? Russell's trying to squeeze you. Don't let him do it. You can have the inside on the next corner. Stay in there. Keep your nose in. Yes, there you go. Right. And then did Bottas get through? No, he didn't. Okay, so Bottas, you're up next to try and get that one done. Right, next up is Pierre Gasly. You're in low fuel range. You shouldn't be. We're going to keep you on standard tyres. I think we're going to have to push you to standard as well for now. So I was getting a little warm. That'll come in with how we've just said to do that. Right, let's harvest up behind Gasly here. If we make the move under harvesting, I don't mind that. Bottas, what the hell has happened to Bottas? Ricciardo's got him as well. Bottas, you useless son of a gun. Come on, now Gasly's the one holding everybody up. So, Alonso, harvest around here. Get the DRS. Go into clean air as we come around the final few corners. Okay, we're not going to have any push there, but the fact that Gasly doesn't have DRS means we should get this move done. Come on, Alonso. You've got the DRS, mate.
We're not okay on fuel.
You are okay on fuel. Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Come on. Oh my god, you've got DRS. You should be able to get through here. Come on. Verstappen, I don't think he's going to be able to catch the leaders. If we can get 6th, Bottas, I don't know what's happened to Bottas there, dropping down into 9th like an absolute idiot. Whack you into overtake. Right, we're going to focus on Alonso. Oh, Bottas, you should be able to get Russell as well. You really should. Oh, it's such a short little DRS zone, that. Yeah, because then it rinses your battery as well, so that you don't have it for the start-finish straight. It's really irritating. I should have learned that by now, shouldn't I? I've done 58 or 57 laps of this, so Leclerc starts his final lap. It is the last lap for everybody. Our tyres are mullered, but theirs should be too, so let's go aggressive on the old tyres. Come on. Risk it. All or nothing.
We just need to push now.
Driving clean air. Get this done. You got to take him at some point, Fernando. You got to take him at some point.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can.
Come on, Bottas. Oh, you've let me down today, Bottas. You've really let me down today. I think Gasly's going to hold on, you know. I think he's defended this really well. I mean, Bottas finishing 9th is absolutely dreadful, but the one stopper was the one to go. I mean, our strategy was good. If we had a faster car, I think we would have done it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad strategy to do that 2-stop. Come on, Fernando. This is the one. You've got that DRS. 27. It's because we've got worse tyres now, where I've been pushing them so hard. And we could lose out to Daniel Ricciardo as well because of our tyres. Oh, I think we're going to. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo's gained a spot. Unless we can stick it in here, he's going to have the inside track on the next final corner. Oh, is he going to get Gasly at the line? I think he is as well. Ricciardo gets Gasly at the line. We get 7th and 9th, which is disappointing starting 2nd and 3rd. But a really entertaining race, that one. Bloody, I've been recording for like an hour and 45 minutes with that one. Something's happened in Sector 3. Bottas has run out of petrol just as he crosses the line. But, yeah, wow, what a race. What a race. 7th and 9th isn't ideal, but I'm happy that Verstappen didn't catch the Ferraris because it shows that the 2-stopper didn't work for Red Bull either. But, yeah, if we just had that slightly faster car, I think we would have passed it. We just got stuck behind Gasly and Russell for too long. Couldn't get past them, but I'm a little bit annoyed, but I'm not too upset. So Fernando Alonso did actually end with the fastest lap as well. So we get 7 points for him, 2 for Bottas. Sainz jumped 5 places. Perez jumping 6. Yeah, the 1-stop was very strong. Gasly gaining a lot as well. Vettel, Albon. Yeah, okay. Noted for next year, the Australia Grand Prix 1-stop is the way to go. Constructors then, we drop down to 4th. I don't mind that. Still keeping tabs with Mercedes at the moment. Do we get any development points? That was going to be a tough one to edit, that video, because that went on for a long time. No points from there. 4 million goes into the bank, or 3.9 or whatever it is, goes into the bank, which is lovely. And we can, there we go, side pods are complete, so we can design them. We have something going on here. Side pods design complete. So, yeah, why not? Let's manufacture... I want 4 of them, but I need 2 of them done before the next Grand Prix. So when's that? We have... What's that? 1 week? No, so we're going to have to rush it for 2 because we don't have 14 days. So manufacture the side pods. We'll go rushed. What if we rush 2? 2 doesn't... Yeah, okay. So we can rush 2 like that. And then we'll get some backups built. Manufacture normal 2. Oh, we can't because we're already doing it. So we'll get 2 more of those done afterwards. Not bad, not bad. A bit. Yeah, I mean, that was awesome. Right, regulation vote. Okay, so minimal or moderate? Well, we're going to go for minimal. Thanks. Vote for minimal. Up and coming driver, Victor Martins, post race. A great race. The board were happy. Obviously, they don't take into consideration where you qualified. Yeah, qualifying that high up, maybe the 1-stop would have been better. But yeah, I'm happy with where we got to. Really can't be too disappointed in that. Right, next up, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, I think it is, in Italy. Lovely stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in a bit. Cheers.